I'm really interested to know how did you choose Anurag Kashyap, the actor? I know that you worked with him earlier in Churi, but now I think he one of the first projects that he did as an actor was with you, and now he's everywhere,
I
south,
launched
north
him.
shows. Yeah.
I launched him. I'm going to call him after this interview and tell him I was your launching.
I mean, you were, yeah.
Well, there's more story there, but it's
Hmm.
not for me to reveal that. Okay, he's acted before, but
Hmm.
more on that later.
Hmm.
Somebody else was supposed to do that role,
Okay.
and Anurag is a dear friend, and
Hmm.
he looks out for me. I look out for him
Hmm.
in very many ways. Uh, he had read the script, and
Hmm.
I'd insisted that I want to narrate it, and he insisted कि नहीं मैं तो पढ़ूंगा. And he read it, and he called me, and he said ये इंडिया की पैरासाइट है, तो
Hmm.
बहुत अच्छी है, मैं बनाऊंगा. So I said ठीक है. And then the lockdown happened, and a lot of stuff went here and there, and his company went through some changes,
Yeah.
and then I took it to Manish, and then I called Anurag and I told him I'm making it with Manish, and I'm sorry and whatever. So he said, no, make it. And then he wished me luck, and as luck would have it, the actor who was supposed to play the character of Gajendra Bhaiya, he had an accident and broke his shoulder.
No.
And he called me 6 days before the shoot of the film, and we were starting with that schedule. And he told me I can't do the film. So I was like, what? Can you perhaps put a sling? But I don't want to be a bad human being to
Yeah.
putting someone through pain. And I also didn't want to compromise on my first schedule. So I was like, okay. I called Manish, my producer, and I told him, I said, should I call Anurag? He said, dekh lo, I don't know whether he'll do it or not. I said, no, he's friends with you, he's friends with me. Let's ask. So I called up Anurag, and he was like, ah. So I said, where are you? So he said, no, Australia mein hu. Can you come back tomorrow? So I told him what happened. He said, parson aa jata hu.
Wow.
So he came.
How nice.
Yeah.
There's even, but was he supposed to direct it also, or was it always your director initially when you? Okay, so he was just planning to produce
it.
Okay. Speaking of Manish, I think I read somewhere that he was supposed to be the costume designer of one of your first films, which never happened.
Yes.
Which film was that?
It's a film called Khilona,
Okay.
which Mahesh Bhatt was supposed to direct with Aditya Pancholi and another actor called Prithvi at that time. And that film, we did the Mahurat, but it never took off. And Manish made the costume for that, and I've known him since then.
Oh wow.
And we've stayed in touch and been friendly.
Since this was the first production that went on floors under his production house, Stage 5, didn't you have any like preconceived notion that Are Manish to nahi banayega because he's all about glamour? How did you like how did it land in his lap?
Sudeep actually
Oh, okay.
told me that Manish is producing.
Yeah.
And I went and I called Manish. So he called me back immediately and he said, yeah, come and narrate to me. We're looking for films. So I narrated, Sanjay and I. Sanjay is my husband who's co-written the film with me. And we both arrived at Manish's house, and as the wonderful host that he is, he fed us and everything. And as soon as we finished, I started the narration. And in 3 minutes, he looked for 2-3 minutes, and then he said, I'm making it. So from that day till today, he's never taken a single step back as a producer to back off in any way or say that this is not, that is not, whatever. So he's been there like a rock to make the film.
Was it always planned as a streaming release?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Because I was just talking to him yesterday, Manish, and he said that, you know, I always wanted my first production to be a theatrical, and then we'll see wherever it finds a home. And he was a little disappointed that Gustakish did not work. So do you also feel as a filmmaker that I do want my films to release on the big screen? I don't want it to be only a streaming property.
I think every story has a DNA. Some films will be good as short films because that's the kind of plot there is. This story, I think, lends itself. It's not an extravaganza film. Perhaps 20 years ago, if it had come out, it would be a theatrical. When there was the whole chupke chupke and those kind of things, there was a lot more within the house. So today, the language of cinema and the kind of expectation that the audience has when they step out of their house and spend that kind of money is that they want something which is sort of epic. Set pieces, whether it's an RRR or a Chava or a Dhurandhar for that matter.
Yeah.
So that's the expectation of the audience. And this film doesn't offer that. However, the next one that I'm writing is certainly a theatrical.
Oh wow. Can you tell us more?
Not yet. Not yet. It's a paranormal story.
Oh.
Yeah.
How interesting. I mean, I can imagine that coming from you.
Yeah. What do you mean?
As in, it's a nice arc, no chutney, churi. Then Rubaru, okay, not so much, but yeah. And then Saali, there is murder happening. There is something going on underneath the layers.